Welcome to the Wandering Minds podcast. My name is Mike. I got a special guest host today named Mickey.
I'm Mickey.
She is Mickey, and our guest today is Zack Childers.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, Zack. So let's tell me about Zack.
Well, what do you want to know?
I want to know everything. I know that you have cerebral palsy.
Yes.
I want to know how your childhood was, how growing up was for you, how life was. Was there any bullying? Was there any? Because you obviously have an amazing story. Because you were a power lifter, now you're a bodybuilder. I want to know where you started and what drove you to where you're at right now.
Okay, well, let's start at 3 years old, right? Let's start at birth. So when I was born, I had septic arthritis in my left hip, right? So what septic arthritis is, it's a pocket of pus that gets trapped in your hip. So if the doctors wouldn't have known that it was in there, I would have been in a wheelchair, paralyzed for life, but I would be 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Really?
that's
okay.
what my mom taught me. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, okay, so mother's intuition, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was the
Well, Mickey would.
I was the perfect baby. I would never cry, I would never scream, but right when you pick me up, I would scream bloody murder, right? And my mom is like, something's wrong. The doctors are good against or saying, no, it's fine, it's just a screaming baby. We'll run some tests on him. I'm glad they did. They discovered the septic arthritis. So they cut it out. So either be 5'4", standing, or in a wheelchair and 6 foot.
Yeah.
I would rather stand than be 5'4".
No doubt.
Worked towards my advantage because I was a world champion power lifter.
Nice.
But we get to that in a second.
Yeah.
So, so afterwards, I was left, the parts I don't remember, I was adopted at 2 years old. My mom had to literally ask permission from, I'm part Turkey, so my mom had to ask permission from the tribe to adopt, put me up for adoption. So she signed the rights away, and I got put in foster care from 2 years old to 6 years old in Portland, Oregon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, did she put you up for adoption because of your physical ailment, or just because she wasn't in the right space to have a child?
I mean, my mom was a alcoholic.
Okay.
And she took a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
So she didn't want that life for me.
Yeah.
She was like, I want to say, between 18 and or early to mid-20s when she had me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And she had to ask the tribe to be able to adopt you out?
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't know that they did that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That was really interesting myself. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So from 2 years old to 6 years old, it was okay living in the foster house. I mean, I made the best of it. I mean, it was important.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was it like for you, I guess, tell me more about what that was like as far as the foster home now. And then you got, obviously you got adopted by a family, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So was it a struggle? Were you in like a special needs type of foster home? Was it an open foster
No,
home? Because I don't
yeah.
understand cerebral palsy. My wife's sister actually
Yeah.
had it. She's since passed away, but I don't quite understand what it is.
I mean, cerebral palsy. It's affected by two parts of the brain,
Okay.
the cerebellum and cerebellum. I know that because I got really curious about it in 7th grade health class.
Okay.
So I asked my teacher and she told me about it. So it affects your cerebellum and your cerebellum, which affects your speech, coordination, and walking.
Okay.
So there's different forms of cerebral palsy, right? I got off scot-free. So
Did you?
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, cerebral palsy, the umbilical cord gets wrapped around your neck slightly. Right? Yeah.
Cuts the oxygen off,
Yeah.
I take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So most people have the right side of the body paralyzed, or all of them. Most people are in wheelchairs. Most people can't even talk, right? I used to be in a walker, wheelchair, crutches, braces, and a helmet.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's pretty amazing. So the family that adopted you, they obviously knew all about this.
Yeah.
Must be a very, very empathetic and caring family, I would say.
Yes, I tried to actually look them up a bit when I was 18 or 20. I didn't have the resources.
Okay.
I don't even know their names.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened? How was school for you? How was high school for you? Did you go to a traditional school?
Yeah. I went to Kennedy. So I went to Riverwood. No, I went to Santa Clara.
Okay.
Before it got burned down. I went to Riverwood, Kennedy, into school.
And this is in Portland?
No, Eugene. So,
Okay.
so before we get into that, there was a mother out there. Her name was Zack Childers. God, if she was around today, you would have loved to meet her. She was really caring. She had spinal sclerosis or whatever.
Like
Yeah,
sclerosis?
scoliosis.
Okay,
Yeah,
scoliosis.
yeah.
Okay.
So she was in a wheelchair. So what really is awesome about this woman, she actually had cancer when she adopted me.
Wow.
Yeah, so right before she adopted me, like 6 years earlier, she adopted a young boy, Adam Childers. He has Down syndrome and he's autistic.
Oh, okay.
He's non-verbal at 35 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she has a really, really big heart.
Yes.
And, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been here today.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so she couldn't really take care of Adam that much because she was in bed sick as a dog most days.
That's
so
too bad.
I had to be the one to take care of Adam.
Wow.
I mean, she was a great mother, don't get me wrong. She did all she could. Unfortunately, she passed away when I was 13.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Big
So
loss.
was Adam older than you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Because
Yeah.
how old are you now?
I turned 32 yesterday.
Ooh, happy
Today?
birthday.
Yeah.
No, yesterday.
Yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. I appreciate that.
So then after she passed away, what happened to you then?
So my mom's best friend Bonnie Tiemann took care of me in the same house that I was raised in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did she take care of Adam?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Caring people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is very cool.
Yeah. All 8 kids.
Really?
So, yes,
Whoa.
it was a really
Ooh,
packed
that's more than
house.
Mickey has.
All of them are adopted, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah. The one kid, the farthest away was Alaska.
Really?
She adopted two boys from Fairbanks, Alaska.
Wow. Now, were all these people, did they have some sort of physical or mental ailments?
Only 3 of them.
Only 3? What would you call it? What would you call, because people, I guess it's politically correct to say, what is it? What is politically correct for handy capable?
If I know anymore, man, it's 2022. Biden is in office. Corona's running amok.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's true. That's so true.
Yeah.
I just wonder if, because one of the questions or one of the thoughts that I always have is people tend to look down on people like you. They tend to overcompensate and pity you. Is that fair? Do you like it? Do you appreciate it? Are you disrespected by it?
Honestly, I'm disrespected as hell by it, man.
Yeah.
Just gonna point it to, just gonna do it cut and dry for you. I think I was always taught to treat people the way you wanted to be treated. No matter if they're disabled, no matter if they're white, black, brown, red, or silver. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good because obviously nothing's held you back.
Yes, definitely.
Not one thing. And the first time I ever met you or I saw you, I believe it was at a powerlifting competition, probably at FS.
Yeah, Forever Strong.
Forever Strong, correct. Which is our gym,
yeah.
the gym that Mickey and I go to.
Okay.
What got you into powerlifting?
So, okay, then you're gonna have to make me fast forward. So I was in so I will stay at stuff programs like this in high school. So for developmental disabled people, they have this program at Sheldon that's separate from the high school called Community Living Program, CLP, right? They teach you how to balance a textbook. They teach you how to clean an apartment. They have a work program for you.
So life skills.
Yeah, life skills. And they don't have it in high school anyway.
They should.
Yeah,
they,
they should.
they absolutely should.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. I 100% agree with that statement. So I was sitting in one of the classes, once upon a time, and two representatives from Special Olympics came in and talked about it, right? So they handed me the cards, right? That was in powerlifting. I was like, gosh dang it. So next best thing, swimming. So I was on the swim team for the Special Olympics when I was 19 to 21.
Wow.
And then powerlifting just got approved in the state of Oregon, right? And one of the coordinators asked me, "Hey, Zach, I think you would be really good at powerlifting. I saw your strength in the pool. Would you like to do it? Swash shit. Yeah. So I went out. So I went out for the team. You couldn't try out, by the way. So I went out for the team, and it was okay. I liked it. I mean, I was 135 pounds, right, when I did it.
Yeah.
My squat was 135, bench press 50 pounds, deadlift 135, right? So I got sick and tired of losing, right? 3 years. I got sick and tired of losing and not placing. So I bulked up from 135 to 185 in about 3 years, right? And I started kicking everyone's asses in powerlifting.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So what would you say at your peak? What were your lifts? What were your numbers?
My peak, 455-pound deadlift.
Ooh, shit.
255-pound bench press. And 250-pound squat.
Nice. Nice. And this is all with a bit of a balance issue, correct?
Yeah. So I think, so what I'm determining is, because of my cerebral palsy, I have to really slow down and concentrate.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually accused me of doing steroids.
Well,
of
yeah.
how big I am.
Yeah, and how strong you got. Yeah. No, that's actually that's respect though. They're gonna look at you.
Yeah, definitely.
I know. I feel like that's the ultimate compliment.
Yeah.
If you're natural.
Yeah. So how many competitions did you do?
In Special Olympics, like maybe 4 or 5.
Okay.
The reason why I say 4 or 5, Special Olympics is really weird. And I say that with the utmost respect. So it's funded by the government, right? You pay nothing out of pocket. Everything's donated. So they do 1 meet a year. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
So
you wanted to do more.
yeah, so I explored other options. So my first Special Olympics meet, I did really well at, and 6 months later, I was about 165 at the time. 6 months later, I did my third Special Olympics meet. 6 months later, I did a meeting in Eugene organized by WABDL, World Association of Bench Pressers and Deadlifters. You do not squat in that federation. So 6 months later, I did that competition, and my first deadlift ever in that organization was about 325.
Okay.
At 165 pounds body weight.
Nice.
Keep in mind, I did 225 pounds 6 months earlier.
Wow.
Oh,
So
wow.
I trained,
100-pound jump.
yeah, I trained with this really experienced deadlifter.
Yeah.
His name is Travis McCormick.
Okay.
Right? So this is interesting. So he's about 35. He holds the world and maybe national record at 765 pounds. Wow. No straps, no nothing.
Yeah.
No deadlift.
Just a legit deadlift.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where were you training for these competitions? What gym were you going to, or what was it?
I was actually training at International Fitness
Oh,
at
okay.
Delta.
Yeah.
And then International Fitness was 11th before it got shut down.
Mm.
My deadlifts, oh God, within like maybe 1 year, my deadlift was from 225 to 365,
Wow.
right?
That's a big jump.
And
Yeah, it
then
is.
within 2 or 3 years, that was from 225 to 450. Now, I didn't do 455 or 450 in Wobble. I did 450 like 3 years ago at a USPA,
USPA.
meet in
Nice.
Sisters, Oregon.
Wow.
And this local guy, his name is Will Dinwiddie, was actually reffing that meet. So it was kind of cool. Before my dad passed away, he watched me. He's never been to a powerlifting meet. It was in Sisters. He lived in Pineville, so it was perfect.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
So where was the transition from because you went from powerlifting to now you're in bodybuilding,
Yes.
which is super impressive. What transitioned you?
So funny thing, I was working out one day at Pursuit Fitness, which I was at Pursuit Fitness up until like 7 or 8 months ago. A guy named Al Pratt, he asked me, well, what would it take for you to step on stage? I said, finances, right? He's like, well, if I help you out with finances, why don't you step on stage with me? Well, long story short, he never stepped on stage with me. I didn't care about finances at that point. I made it happen.
Nice.
So moral of the story is, if you want to make something happen, you will make it happen.
Absolutely.
No one's gonna hold your hand.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Now, how many times have you stepped on stage? Because you got a show coming up, correct?
Yes. Actually, I'm competing at the Cecil Phillips Classic.
Okay.
Which is the local one.
Yeah, July 30th in Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a really, really big turnout.
Nice.
Our premier sponsor, Shannon Miller, is gonna have some really delicious meals for you guys.
I do like food.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's gonna be across from Costco at Eugene Christian School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's on Chad Drive.
Yes, on Tad Drive.
Trying to. No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's diagonally.
Oh,
from
right there.
Comcast.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be a really, really big turnout. I can't tell you how many athletes signed up for this.
Yeah.
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 It's gonna be a really big show and a lot of people. We are trying to make natural bodybuilding really big in the Northwest.
Yeah, good. So what is your category? Are you in? Is it like classic fit? What is it? Physique, classic? What are the categories?
So there's classic physique, there's regular physique with the board sorts. There's fit body, bikini,
Okay.
and bodybuilding.
Okay.
I'm in the lightweight bodybuilding category.
Okay. And you just had a show a couple weeks ago, correct?
Yeah, in Auburn, Washington.
Okay.
It was the Natural Climbing Classic.
Okay.
So this will be my fourth show in
Wow.
fourth show in 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, do you have sponsors? I mean, how now I know that I love that mindset because I'm the same mindset. If you want to do something,
Yeah.
fucking do it.
Yeah.
Get it done. Just do it. My thing is just do. But do you have sponsors that sponsor you?
So yeah, 2 years ago, I was sitting in a seminar, a prep seminar, and there was this lady, Shannon Miller. We started talking. We formed a really good relationship, right? I worked as a salesman for Vector Marketing for 10 years, so I freaking loved 10 years ago, so I love relationships.
Yeah.
So, long story short, before the bodybuilding season began, she asked me she would sponsor my show and either or give me 6 free meals a week or sponsor me. And she's like, or maybe both. And I'm like, okay. She was asking me where to show me a list of everything you need and we make it happen.
Wow.
So I did, and I signed up for everything that night.
Nice.
I mean, without woman, I will still get it done regardless. But
Harder struggle.
yeah.
So how often do you train? How often do you go into the gym and you're hitting weights? Daily? Is it every single day?
So right before we got really, really serious, because we're really deep into prep right now.
Okay.
So I started prep February.
Okay.
And I was doing 4 on 1 off. We are doing like, forgive me, John, I might butcher this. We were doing 4 on 1 off. Now we're doing 5 on 1 off.
Okay.
Because we're deep into prep.
So what is your heaviest you're gonna get to, and then when you dehydrate and all that, what's your lightest gonna be?
So my
Show day, what's your show day? How much are you gonna weigh, and how much are you gonna get up to?
So I'm thinking if everything goes according to plan, maybe 139 on stage.
Okay.
139 pounds.
Okay. And what do you weigh right now? Like
I
160, 170?
No, I'm 143.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. I'm wearing this shit wrong, man. God damn.
Yeah.
You look great.
Thank you.
Great.
I appreciate it. So now in the improvement season, I'm planning on being, I don't know if that's gonna work out because I have a wicked fast metabolism. I said I was gonna weigh at 165 last year. Didn't happen. I weighed 160, right? I was just talking with John today when we were training. By the way, John's my training partner.
Yeah, I knew that. Great guy.
Yeah, great guy. So I told him I would like to be 170, but it would be a lot of calories because the way I walk is not like other people.
Yeah.
The way I walk, I'm always shaking my balance, so that consumes a lot of calories for me.
That makes sense.
No matter what I eat, man,
Yeah.
like I can eat like really dirty.
And you're still...
I seem to lose weight, but when I eat really clean, I seem to gain weight.
So, is there any like down the road? Are you going to do this longer? How long do you plan on doing this?
Honestly, when they put me in the ground.
Okay. So my next question is, if you're going to do this for the longevity, is there a possibility of getting on gear?
No.
No? All natural?
Yes.
Okay.
All natural.
Yeah.
I don't believe in gear whatsoever.
Yeah. And that's fine. I just wondered because, to gain weight, that's one way of doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I mean, I'm not offended by that. I don't get offended
Good.
easily, but
Yeah.
I will never take ill. If doctor said TRT,
Yeah.
I will never take it.
Not even testosterone.
Honest. So, one thing about the Natural Federation,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be approved by the president of God, I'm freaking blanking. It has to be approved by the president of the WNBF.
Okay.
And yeah, so TRT is not even allowed.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It has to be nothing but natural.
Yeah, just natural.
Which is a gray area. It
Yeah.
really is, because some people need TRT.
Yeah. I mean, when you get to my age, your natural levels go down anyways.
Yes, definitely.
So, but no, that's cool. I was just wondering. I was just curious.
Yeah, definitely.
Because bodybuilding, I know it's just, I mean, I think from what I understand, even just with powerlifting, eating is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you like prep for a whole week or a couple days? You have
Yes.
somebody that preps for you?
So Shannon gives me 6 meals a day. Sorry, 6
okay.
meals a day. So, and I eat like maybe 1 meal a day.
Okay.
Of course, and the rest I meal prep.
Okay.
I meal prep for the entire week, except in a breakfast, because I don't want to freaking eat eggs and egg whites.
What time do you eat breakfast? What time do you start eating?
So I start eating at I start eating at 8 or 9,
Okay.
and I eat like every 2 hours, excluding training, every 2 to 3 hours, and I don't really time it like my buddy Don.
Mm-hmm.
I all due respect, Don. I eat when I'm hungry.
There you go.
Yeah.
What time do you finish eating though?
So I finish eating at like 9.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know about how many calories you eat a day?
So when I'm prepping, good question. When I'm prepping, I don't really count calories.
Mm-hmm.
I count macros. So I'm at like between 21 and 2200 calories right now. I'm at 40 grams of fat. I'm 40 grams of fat to 18 to 25 protein and 218 grams of carbs right now.
What do you eat for each one of those? What is your carbs? What are your fats?
So
That's a really small fat number.
yeah.
That's gonna be hard. That's
If
more
you
butter.
If you think that's bad, I did 20 grams of fat.
Oh,
Wow.
that's terrible.
Up until the Natural Clumping Classic.
Really?
But I felt like crap, man.
Yeah,
I
because
bet.
you need the fat for your brain.
Yeah, for your hormones. I mean, I was getting really moody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And my buddy and my peak week coach, Aaron Orton, actually suggested I up my fats. Because I was a freaking wreck. I mean, after stage, I was literally crying
Wow.
backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
A sad song comes on, I would cry like a baby.
I mean, that's me all the time. Maybe I need to eat more mayo.
Yeah. So what are your fats? What do you take for fats?
So in the morning, oh my God, my favorite breakfast. Now, in the morning, I have 1 serving of peanut butter
Okay.
and my 80 grams of cream of wheat with my 204 milliliters of egg whites and my egg yolk, which is 35 protein and 60 carb.
Nice.
Yeah. And some people think it's ridiculous to train on that lower effort because we train like an hour and after 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I eat mainly peanut butter, or eggs, chicken breast, cod, because I will not do tilapia unless I really have to.
Yeah.
I freaking love cod now.
Do you take in any red meat?
No, not during prep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's too fatty, right?
Yes. Aaron Norton told me a long time ago there's a lot of different ways to skin a cat. Well, I'm not really coached by anyone. I was coached by Hal, but that failed though. So I'm like, so my wife is like, babe, you know your body. Why don't you freaking coach yourself? She's been really supportive.
So you have a wife?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
I was going to go into that.
Her name is Hannah Leslie.
Nice.
Oh my God, she's been such a support system for me.
You know, that's what wives are for.
Yeah. I mean, most significant others don't like this. They don't support other people.
Yeah.
I've heard that within bodybuilding that it's really difficult on the spouse because they have to deal with the mood swings and whatnot.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
But, you know, I calmed down a lot since he upped my fat by 20 grams.
Well, you know the trick. So tell me about your wife. How did you guys meet?
So we actually met online.
Okay. Good old Christian Mingles, right?
That's what's going through my head, Christian Mingles.
No, not that.
Oh, Craigslist then. Just joking.
For sure. No worries. It was at, do you remember that site, Zosk? Z-O-O-S-K.
Okay.
Zosk.
Is it a dating site?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's a dating site. I'm pretty sure it got shut down now.
Oh, geez.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It.
A lot of predators out there. You gotta be careful. I mean, I'm not saying anything about you.
Yeah, I know.
Those dating sites, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would be careful of those. Anyway, that was 9 years ago.
Okay. So you guys met through a dating site, and hit it off. Obviously, you formulated some sort of relationship.
Yeah.
How was that? How does that work? I mean, I'm curious about the dating site aspect of it, because you met her. Clearly, she was in your area, right? So
well, not technically.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She lived about 2 hours away in Norfolk, Oregon, which is 45 minutes south of Salem.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was making really good money working at Cutco at the time. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go down there and meet her.
Mm-hmm. So how long were you talking online before you actually met in person? A while, right?
Or not.
Or not. Look at you, Mac Daddy. You fucking pimp.
That's funny. That was my MySpace name, Mac Daddy Theodore.
Nice. I see it, man. I see that shit.
Yeah.
I know what's up.
God.
I know what's up.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got married 6 months later.
Wow.
Yeah.
After meeting.
Yeah.
After meeting online. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, she was really cool about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, we got engaged, but she's very smart, man. She's smart as a whip. She's like, I still want to stay in Norfolk. Even though we're engaged, I still want to stay in Norfolk. So she was smart about that.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, yeah, whatever. We can talk the long distance thing. Anyway, okay, we're gonna get a little unsensitive a bit.
Let's do it.
So I was a different person back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't.
Use Mac Daddy.
Yes, definitely. I mean, honestly, we hooked up the first night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
things, the content fell off.
Oh.
Right?
Oh,
We were
man.
so scared. We were scared shitless.
Yep.
We thought we were gonna be parents. He was 19. I was 23.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh
You
God.
got the magnums, didn't you? And they just didn't fit.
Precisely.
I do that. I used to do that too. I used to do it too.
And I love you, baby. And anyway, but you know,
So there was a scare.
yeah, there was a scale, and the scale after that, and the scale after that. But you
Many
know,
scares.
yeah, it's a really interesting, right? I thought when I met her, I wanted a one night stand from her.
Yeah.
That was not the case. I started falling for this girl, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I was a shitbag back in the day.
Really?
I mean, I wasn't this nice back in the day. Yeah.
We learn a lot as we grow, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shit, she's teaching me stuff every goddamn day.
Yeah.
I
good.
mean, she taught me how to like cats.
That's a trick. That's a skill.
She had a cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Belle from Beauty and the Beast,
Nice.
right? She's like, if you want to get with me, you're gonna have to have my cat be in your life, right? So, all in all, I got with her, and the cat came, and now I'm a cat person. We have 2 cats now.
So when did she move? Did she move here? When did she
Yes.
move here?
She moved, shortly after we got married.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
We didn't have a lot of money, and our parents didn't have a lot of money, so we just went to the beach on our honeymoon.
Good for you.
Lincoln
There's nothing
City.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. There's this idea that we have to have these extravagant weddings and honeymoons and shit like that. When my wife and I got married, I went and started my new job. I got promoted from one position to another position at a different, same Big Brother company, but different, like from here to Portland. That was our honeymoon.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so we didn't even have a honeymoon. Yeah. But so what I'm saying is, who cares?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's cool to go on honeymoons, but who cares?
Yeah,
it's a waste of money.
We didn't have a honeymoon either.
Yeah.
You had 6 kids, though.
Only 4.
Oh. So do you guys have kids or plans for kids?
Well, now we're gonna get a little dark here.
Okay.
So.
I mean, whatever you don't want to talk about, we don't have to.
It's so good. I'm a open book. You can ask me anything. Okay. So, unfortunately, she had a miscarriage last year, right? This was right before I was prepping, right? Like a month before I was in prep. I was a fucking wreck, man.
Yeah.
No, it was 10 weeks before the prep because I remember I didn't want to do anything for 10 weeks. I ate what the fuck I wanted. Those oatmeal cookies and those gelatos were my depressing snack as fuck. I mean, I was I never platinumed 2 video games before in my life. Platinum means you'll 100% complete them. All the side missions and shit. I platinumed 2 video games.
Wow.
That depressing skit. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Bugsnax. On the PS5.
Wow.
Right? I've never platinumed anything in my life.
Yeah.
So anyway, 10 weeks went by. My good friend Aaron came by. He PM'd me asking me if I was home. Didn't answer. He just showed up and knocked on the door. I never forget that freaking day, man. I still have it on the wall. See, he hand-stitched a lily pad with the name Lily on it. Because that was her name, Lily and Renee. Like
Yeah.
Renee is the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, he stitched it and put it in a frame, and I didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the middle of COVID. I didn't give a shit. All the gyms were closed. That's what ate it in my depression.
Yeah. Same.
I just hugged him. That was the man who brought a 60 or 80-pound barbell into my apartment. He did everything I could. He did everything he could.
Yeah.
He's more than a training. He's more than a peak week coach. He's a friend.
That's good.
You know?
That's good. So
I remember when this happened,
Yeah.
she was pretty far along, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was about 12 weeks, I want to say.
Yeah.
Mm.
Far enough along that you knew the gender of the baby.
Yeah, and you know what really hurt the most? I couldn't be with her. I couldn't be with her in the checkups. I couldn't be with her in anything.
Yeah, because of COVID.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyways.
So you are going to your next show when?
July 30th, the Cecil Phillips Classic.
Which is at where?
The Eugene Christian School.
Okay.
You can buy tickets at the Cecil Phillips Classic.com.
Okay, now how can people reach you or follow you?
My Instagram handle is Cerebral Palsy _Beast.
Yes. Do you have a TikTok or anything like that? You should get a TikTok. You should make TikTok videos.
No.
Yeah, come on, man.
No.
Yeah,
no,
that'll catapult you to the next level.
No.
It does for me.
My Facebook is Zack Childers, ZACKCHILDERS.
Okay, and that's your Facebook. Okay,
Yes.
Anything else? Any other ones?
I'm a big wrestling fan, so don't even tweet at me. I just use Twitter specifically to follow wrestlers and entertainment.
Nice. Okay, well, I appreciate you being here, my man.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it too.
Absolutely. All right.
Just putting it out there. I never thought I would get a Twitter.
Twitter is an interesting place.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.